MLB Network brings you baseball from North Central Texas as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers. It's going to be fun, marveling. Paul Hamels gets the starting assignment for Texas in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Cole Hamels, one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Early on in his career with the Philadelphia Phillies, was really almost the ace of those really good Philadelphia Philly teams. His best pitch, the straight changeup. His changeup was as good as it is now when he was in high school coming out of San Diego, California. 93 to 95. Will throw the overhand curveball, but primarily a two-pitch pitcher. Fastball and a lot of straight changeups.
1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. Hamels ready with the 1-1. And it's fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Andrews onto the grass, but he won't get there. It falls in.
I know in today's game everybody's trying to go yard, but can you look at having a better at-bat? As a leadoff hitter, you take it full count, you make the pitcher work, and then you come through with a knock. Great start.
In now, A.J. Pollock. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Pollock is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Peralta rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Wow, we're only 2 batters in, and they're already on the board. Leadoff man has a solid at-bat, roping a single. Then the man in the 2-hole delivers an RBI that gets a run across. Always nice to get a lead this early.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. There's a base hit on the line. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Jake Lamb standing in now. Fouled off. And they're runners at the corners now. The 0-1 delivery. Here's a strike.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. What's going to be the key for him today, Mark?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
So coming to the plate, Steven Souza. And now the Diamondbacks look to push more across in the opening frame. From the stretch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
That's how quick an inning can potentially get away from you out there. You get the first 2 outs pretty quick. Next guy gets on, and now you're staring the number 4 hole hitter in the face with a runner in scoring position.
The 1-0. And there he goes towards second. In there. Now the throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
A 1-1. Fouled away. Pollard on third. Goldschmidt at second with 1 away. Here's a high pop-up. Gallo has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Here's Chris Owings now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Shields is there, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. 1 for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. Home half of the first coming up from Arlington, and the D-backs have an early 1-0 advantage. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Zach Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well as Zach Greinke. Up, down, in and out. He can dot the fastball. Good curveball, good change. Has the slider that he'll throw to both righties and lefties. If Zach Greinke brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
Here comes the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. The windup and the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. A moment now in Arlington to have a look at the Rangers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I'm always excited when I get to see Adrian Beltre do his thing. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. Career line against Greinke. He's got 5 base hits in 17 at-bats. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Low for ball 1.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you could see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
sinking line drive out to right center. And that will be a base hit for Andrus.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
Tap down the line. That winds up foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be two. One there. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. I think a few of these folks need to get out of the sun. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Yasmani Tomas. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels.
The left fielder, number 24, Yasmani Tomas.
And the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's take a look at second baseman Rougned Odor. Pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the game. 30 home run potential, but a premium defender at second base. And if you don't slide properly into second base, he is going to let you know about it.
Into the box now, Jeff Mathis. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's really struggled. 0 for 10. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. And a fastball just a bit high. One out, nobody on. Too high, and it's 3-0.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
He loses him on ball 4.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Ketel.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder Ketel Marte. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Calhoun waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, David Peralta. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
And Elvis will put this one away, and that retires the side. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. D-backs out in front, 1-0. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Career line against Greinke. He brings with him a .313 batting average. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one right down Main Street.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Here's Greinke's 1-2. Popped him up. Marte over to his right. 1 out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's take a look at David Peralta. Bazooka arm in the outfield. Obviously, he was originally signed as a pitcher. Didn't work out. Reset the battery and came back as a big league outfielder. Impressive.
So digging in now, Joey Gallo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Missed with a slider. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning.
Batting fifth. Second baseman.
Here's Rougned Odor now.
Odor.
Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses again, 2-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hot. And whoa, this is off the third base bag. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
From the belt, the pitch. That's a tough take. One and one to Chirinos.
Ball, 1 strike.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Back now from Arlington, about 20 miles from downtown Dallas, as we get ready for the third inning in this one. Standing in, A.J. Pollock. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Now the 2-0 home is taken, strike one.
Count 2-1.
Now the 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Standing in now, Paul Goldschmidt, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Now the 1-0. Hit hard to the right side, but foul. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
And he fouls this one off. He'll try again, 1-2. Line towards center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, James Lamb.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Jake Lamb. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-1. Lamb, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was taken in the 6th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. So Hamels had it work in that half of the inning. And his club's keeping it close. It's 1-0. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
A windup and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 1-2. Grounded to the right. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
And here's the second-generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. Calling for it, Tomas. 1 away. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set and the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball. 0-1. A base hit in his first trip. Greinke comes set. 0-1 on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Texas down to their final strike in this one. Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Arizona Diamondbacks jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Zach Greinke is credited with the win. Paul Hamels worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon.